It was just after 9:30 p.m. when the streetwalkers in Times Square were suddenly doused in darkness, when thousands of passengers on graffiti-scarred trains became stuck, often in tunnels.
There was absolutely no panic, and you'd never know that there was any kind of emergency.
At first, in much of the city, there was a spirit of calm resilience, civilians directing traffic. Surgery moved outside at Brooklyn Jewish Hospital to utilize car batteries as backup power. With her own power generation facility, the Statue of Liberty remained lit. But the tired, the poor, the huddled masses she beckoned soon became restless, agitated, and violent.
The situation here in Brownsville was described as anarchy, war, rioting.
It was terrible. I could see from my window there, everybody looting, taking furniture, everything.
People was getting hurt, stealing, looting, and it wasn't a pretty thing. It was awful.
Unlike much bigger power outages in 1965 and 2003, New York City in 1977 was very much on edge. The Son of Sam was stalking, and the fabric of the cash-strapped city was coming apart. The blackout was a tipping point in sweltering, poverty-stricken neighborhoods, and the NYPD was weakened by layoffs and low morale.
All the services had deteriorated. The subways were filled with graffiti, crime, police, fire, sanitation, education, social services had all been decimated.
And yet, countless examples of compassion in the face of chaos. At Tom's Restaurant, popular in Prospect Heights since the 1930s, African Americans formed a human chain around the place to protect it from looters. Such was their affection for the owners, Gus and None Vlahavas.
We've been here for over 40 years. This place has been here since 1936, so, we never went anywhere. We just stayed and we're still here.
About 25 hours later, the power was restored. More than 3,700 were arrested. An estimated $300 million worth of damage done. Mayor Abe Beame toured Brooklyn and was ushered out of office by voters a few months later. Con Ed then, as it still does today, took a lot of heat after the blackout, which was triggered by lightning strikes north of the city. While a blackout can never be ruled out, the utility insists changes were made to prevent the same kinds of circumstances that occurred in 1977. Many of the looted businesses have long since been replaced or rebuilt. In East Harlem, Tom, Dick, and Harry Shoes is still there, despite being looted of nearly $400,000 worth of merchandise that night. Michael Alessi was 17, helping his father run the place.
We knew a lot of the people, but that one day was a different story because the people, they were desperate. I mean, they were very desperate. I saw a different side to them that day.
A side no one wants to see again. David Ushery, News Channel 4.